ladies and gentlemen. I am very honored to be joining you today. It is a truly momentous occasion for the world of
I'm sorry, Mr. Iwata. I'm sorry. I think all right, it's a career-limiting move, but I think I need to interrupt you here. I think it's vitally important that you be with us here in Paris. So with the power of my finger, may I introduce to you Mr. Satoru Iwata, Global President of Nintendo Company Limited.
Good afternoon, everyone. I arrived in Paris at 4:30 this morning. I wish I would have come earlier to enjoy this beautiful European city. But the quarterly financial announcement of yesterday required me to stay in my Japanese office until the very last minute. Actually, Nintendo of Europe did not believe it when I said I would come, but I have made it. I am very happy to stand here today because I really wanted to directly tell you what Nintendo thinks and why Nintendo had to launch Nintendo DS. But first, my apologies. Often, Nintendo launches its products in Europe later than the other parts of the world because of the need to comply with a number of different regulations, multiple languages and so on, for which I am always terribly sorry. However, it does not mean that Nintendo does not consider Europe important. On the contrary, the European market has become increasingly important. Not all of you may know this, but Nintendo launched Metroid Prime 2 in Europe at the end of last year. In Japan, this important franchise title has not even hit the market yet. Japan used to be the first market to receive any new products from Nintendo. But we launched Nintendo DS in North America earlier than in Japan for the first time in order to make this new machine available for their Thanksgiving holiday sales season and in order to make the most effective use of the limited supply of initial product. These examples are proof that Nintendo is thinking globally, acting globally, and we will do so more and more as a global company. Nintendo launched Nintendo DS at the end of 2004 and shipped 2.8 million DS units by the end of December, or within just 40 days availability. We shipped all we could manufacture, yet quite a few Japanese and North American retailers were facing severe stock shortages, which resulted in lost sales opportunities for us. If we had launched Nintendo DS globally at the end of last year, we certainly would have caused a lot of trouble here with even fewer systems available. Nintendo launches Nintendo DS in Europe with an aggressive pricing and marketing plan. We will do our utmost to make a successful launch of DS here in Europe equal or even better than we did in North America and in Japan. Whenever Nintendo introduced you to so-called next generation hardware, it came with the superior technology including beefed up graphics and sounds. With state-of-the-art technologies and more innovative functionality, Nintendo DS, as a matter of course, embodies this aspect of next generation hardware, but that is not all it entails. Nintendo decided not to make Nintendo DS a linear extension of any existing machines, and I would like to explain the reason why we have applied this new development philosophy with Nintendo DS. Incidentally, have you been playing video games lately? Since this is a launch announcement of a new game machine, a number of you must be video game players. On the other hand, I wonder if all of you in this room today are really enjoying current gaming to your heart's content. And what about all the people you know? Think of your colleagues, friends, your wives, husband, your fathers and mothers, grandparents, or even your sons and daughters. Do you feel that they are fully enjoying today's video games? Since Nintendo launched NES 20 years ago, video games have come to a long way in terms of the technologies associated with them. The current games are exciting a number of fans. Simultaneously, however, other people, and you can find a lot of them around you, have been shying away from these games. Why? Because even though they have some interest in gaming, many of today's games require too much time and energy for busy people like you. When we look at the statistics, people who do not play video games far outnumber the game players today. We know that the linear extension of video game technology so far have produced a wonderful outcomes, but the statistics seems to reveal that the past success formula may be reaching a sort of saturation and alone cannot contribute to the expansion of the market. For the healthy growth of our industry, Nintendo believes that video game must be seen by the widest range of people as very attractive, easy to understand, and enjoyable. Unless we can increase the total video gaming population, there is no bright future for this industry. We really wanted to create easily understandable and attractive new devices for those who are not playing video games, as well as current gamers. Merely beefed up versions of existing devices may create even more beautiful graphics and sounds, but that is not enough. Nintendo has come to realize that such a device would never be able to realize our objective. We needed to create innovative proposal based upon a paradigm shift. Will making games with simple content solve the issue? No, it will not cater to the need of avid gamers. Nobody really wants to rewind the clock, and few people would feel pleasant surprise with games they had played before. Being simple and intuitive alone cannot entertain both veteran and novice players alike. We must create something unprecedented, which gives players surprise. This is the reason why Nintendo DS embodies dual screen, touch screen, microphone input, and wireless communications capability. The unprecedented combinations of all these unique features means brand new feeling of gameplay control and changes the way video games are played. Such authentic video game titles like Metroid Prime Hunters, which will be bundled with the initial shipment of Nintendo DS, and Super Mario 64 DS, which is, needless to say, the most famous 3D action game franchise ever, are both making a good use of Nintendo DS capabilities, as are ARBS, Project Lab, Rayman, and Spider-Man 2. Simultaneously, software such as PictoChat, which is embedded in the Nintendo DS hardware, WarioWare Touch, Project Lab, and Nintendo's, provide you with unprecedented interactive entertainment experiences which are changing the way we define video games. Additional Nintendo DS functions like wireless game sharing from a single game card will encourage word-of-mouth buzz to promote the software because Nintendo DS games can be shared with other DS owners in a temporary fashion. With its completely new interfaces and a variety of anticipated and unique software, Nintendo DS is ready to entertain more people than what the other game platforms can, regardless of their age, gender, and whether or not they have ever played with video games. We believe both total novices and veteran game players with nimble fingers can enjoy Nintendo DS together. Already, quite a few people around me who weren't playing video games are enjoying Nintendo DS. The wife of a friend of mine is playing Polarium every night. Grandma is pulling out toilet paper with her granddaughter in WarioWare Touch. A high school girl is enthusiastically playing the instrument and composing own music with band brothers late into every night. And I have seen excited young Japanese couples who were offered the chance to play with Nintendogs as our street event. What I have seen and heard myself in Japan indicate that many people, even though they are called non-gamers, really want to enjoy themselves with video games as long as they are offered some appropriate opportunities. Nintendo DS will create that opportunity in Europe. Today, I would like to declare that Nintendo DS enables all people, be they veteran or novice players, to stand at the same starting line in order to enjoy video games in brand new ways. Well, then, Europe, please enjoy DS and make it your best and long-term companion. Thank you very much.